We need to have a conversation right now. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is the sequel to the very famous, the very beautiful, the Academy Award-winning movie Into the Spider-Verse. Now, here's the thing. I didn't know what to expect out of this movie, but let me tell you something. I was awfully surprised at a lot of things. If you are a Spider-Man fan like myself, trust me, this right here is a love letter to Spider-Man fans. It was so cool to me as a Spider-Man fan. My number one superhero, by the way. You can't tell, I got No Way Home with the three Peters, 1, 2, and 3. But this takes it to a whole nother level. Let's get this part out of the way. This is a beautiful looking movie. I thought that they couldn't surpass how the first movie looked. Trust me, this movie definitely surpasses it when it comes to the art of the movie, the look of the movie. It looks like at one moment you're looking at water paintings, and then for another moment you're looking at 3D, 2D. Parts of the movie look like art in motion, and it's something I've never seen before. It's something that is very unique when it comes to this series. I don't know how they're going to top it with Beyond the Spider-Verse, which, by the way, comes out next year. So thankfully, we don't got to wait as long as we did this time. But just looking at the movie, it was just beautiful. It was like the scenery of New York when it comes to different universes was just amazing. Even the characters, all the Spider-Man that you see in the movie, all look unique and different. And it's just a beautiful looking movie, and the way that they surpassed it, I don't know how, but they did a great job doing it. Let's talk about the cast, shall we? Haley Steinfeld, Shamik Moore, great as Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales again. Everybody brings their A game when it comes to either being the hero or the villain or just the parents. Oscar Isaac as Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. Was amazing. He brought the intensity, he brought the seriousness, and most of all, he just brought himself. Like, you thought he was good as, wow, what did he do? Moon Knight. You thought he was good at Moon Knight last year? Him as Miguel O'Hara just blows it out of the park, in my opinion. If we ever get a live action 2099, I don't know if I want to see Oscar Isaac in it, but I wouldn't complain because he just brings it home. He's a good Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie to you, he's really good. Honestly, it doesn't matter if it was a cameo or any other sort like that. Everybody brought their A game. It was just so fun to hear everybody just in their moments in the movie, and everybody has a good moment in the movie. It doesn't matter if it's a parent or a villain or a superhero. Everybody did a good job. I want to talk about the villain for a second, the Spot, or just called Spot, that Jason Schwartzman plays. I thought he was going to be just a one-off villain that was just going to be hilarious and have some, funny quips or whatever. But throughout the middle of the movie, or probably the middle to the end of the movie, he becomes kind of important to Miles and the whole Spider-Verse somehow. So the fact that, because that's the thing that's happened, we have great people that's kind of like been pushed to the side and doesn't seem as important anymore. But for some odd reason, it's like the Spot is important here, especially to a villain that I barely heard of before. As you saw from the trailers, he can, just, pop up different portals, by will, but in this movie, he's pretty important. You're gonna have to see to find out. Now, there are definitely some Easter eggs. There are definitely some connections, I want to say, to other movies that we've seen in the past. Hence the Spider-Verse. It doesn't matter if it is live action or if it's cartoon or whatever. If it has Spider-Man in the name, trust me, it's gonna be connected to this movie somehow, which I love. Because we all know Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, so they can literally just pull and grab any part of Spider-Man, any version of him that you can find. Use that to your imagination for a little bit, okay? Think of every Spider-Man you've seen, right? And technically, it's in this. I mean, it's not really a spoiler because as you can see from the trailers and stuff, there are many types of Spider-Man and women, So the fact that that's kind of shown here is a real treat, especially to Spider-Man fans. And one thing that I did forget is that this movie is rated PG, so I did see a lot of kids in the theater. One person brought their baby. I don't know why, but they stopped crying after a little bit. Almost lost it. Here's another thing. This movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes long. I'm pretty sure that's a lot longer than the first one. It did not feel that way. It felt like it just flew by. And I gotta be honest with you, when it finished, I was like, wow, that went by quick. Wow, that's a lot to process in your head. Like, so much stuff is happening at the end of the movie, then you realize, oh wow, this is it. That just ended, just like that. Not in a disappointing way, but just like in a wow, this really ended. And it felt like so quick, which I think is a good thing, because it's like once you are really into a movie and like really into it, like you grasp it in the story, the people, and the look of it, it'll fly by. That's exactly what happened with this movie, and I was happy with it. I was happy with the time. It didn't feel like they put too much into it. They probably did in the end, but the end ends like they stick the landing, in my opinion. Either way, I was happy with the runtime. This next one gotta be 3 hours, for real. But yeah, I was satisfied, no doubt. So what do you think of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Wow, that's my only thing. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are over 600 subscribers. 400, less than 400 away. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell. That way you know next time I post. All right? Cool. Now, till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay gold.